Tuesday in Khartoum started like this. Members of the operations unit of Sudan's General Intelligence Services opening fire in the capital. They're rejecting a severance package offered to them after their unit was dissolved months ago, and they opted to retire rather than join the military. Tensions were high as people came out to see what was happening.
Some outlaws are firing their weapons. What are we waiting for? Where are the security forces to stop this?
Sudan's government, only months old, deployed soldiers to try and contain the situation. Tanks patrolled the streets, while military choppers flew over Khartoum skies as the main airport was shut down. The operations unit in the intelligence services was dissolved as part of reforms by the then military council, which ousted the country's president Omar al-Bashir in April following months of protests. Protesters had demanded the intelligence services be restructured, accusing them of corruption and committing crimes against civilians. The government described Tuesday's events as a mutiny and called on the members of the unit to lay down their guns. It's accused their former leader, who resigned days after Bashir was ousted, of being behind the shootings.
We will no longer remain silent. What happened today, Salah Kush is behind it. This force operates under his command. He is ordering this force, and his commanders are plotting against the country in secret. They are trying to incite internal strife. There are protests planned in the coming days. They want to start problems in the country.
The gun battles played out in residential neighborhoods, with people reporting stray bullets landing in their homes and civilians injured. People are on high alert, and not only because of the events, but because of what they may signify. They're worried that this would set the revolution back and that the military will try to tighten its grip on power to restore security in the capital and elsewhere. Some analysts are blaming the government for the outbreak of violence.
There
was a mistake in how issues were run after the ousting of Bashir, and especially in dealing with operations unit in the intelligence services and how they were integrated. We're now talking about at least 3,000 people who are well armed, well trained in the intelligence forces, and they weren't properly released and didn't hand their weapons.
Tuesday in Khartoum ended the way it started, with the sound of gunshots filling the air. The latest bout of violence is a reminder to Sudanese that their transitional government remains fragile and there are still many security issues to be resolved. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.